and welcome to a clan update for the 18th of April 2014. Been a wee while since I did an update. Just been kind of busy. Last video was the Kill, Marry, Shag video on Monday, I think it was. I hope you enjoyed it. Apparently quite a few actually did, which surprised me. I didn't think people would actually enjoy that. But that was the last video put about 4 days ago, and very glad that people enjoyed it. It was just basically an idea and stole from GamerMD83. She did hers, so I did mine. Apparently she enjoyed it, everyone enjoyed it, and yeah, I had fun doing that video. A lot more editing involved in it than most of my other videos, and the editing is pretty crappy in all honesty, because all I did was add an overlay and I had the pictures and all that, and then towards the end I just had troubles with the software. Some things happened, you know. But very glad people enjoyed that. And this update is this update is going to focus on one thing. But there are one or two other quick updates while I get out there. Firstly, if you don't follow me on Twitter or Facebook, I haven't made a video. I've tried to make this a video 3 or 4 times now, explaining this. But if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you know that I am part of a writing group now on Misscliks.com, a place where geeks can come and hang out and not be judged on their sexuality, their sex, male or female. The site is founded by 3 female gamers who created the site to try and bring a bit more equality to the geeky culture, because it's still hard to believe, but there is still a bit of prejudice to females out there in the gaming community. Some females are pretty damn harassed, pretty damn badly, unfortunately. And this site is trying to show that we're all just gamers. That's it. We're all just geeks, no matter what. It shouldn't really matter about our sex, and it's sort of like a safe haven. They've described it as, for people to come and just not be judged by their sex. Well, you've got a dick or a vagina. You're not going to be judged on that site. And I'm a writer on there. I primarily write reviews. I have my Jade Empire reviews up there right now, and I will leave a link to the site in the description so you can check out all the other articles that are up there. I've read quite a few of them, and a lot of them are very, very well written. Better than me anyway. But I'm doing this voluntarily. I applied to join the site, and I'm doing it voluntarily. There may or may not be monetary compensation in the future, but the site is just new, it's just starting up, and so far I'm very pleased to see that this site is doing well so far. And I will continue to be part of this site for as long as they will have me. I'll be writing an article. Hopefully I can keep this up. I can continue to write an article a week. Reviews are primarily my main focus, but I will write a news article every now and then. Very glad to be part of the site, and hopefully this will be a good thing for the channel and for the Misscliks.com. My videos are not featured on the site at the moment. They are discussing that at the moment, so my videos may or may not go on that site as well in the future. But right now it's just my articles, so if you haven't checked it out, go check it out right now. And thank you again to Living Pink, Stephanie Harvey, Anna Prosper, and Stephanie Powell for allowing me to be part of this site, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And here's hoping that this site does well, and hopefully it helps out everyone who's part of it. So clan, this is an official mission. Go check out the site right now if you haven't already. It's an absolutely fantastic site, and I'm very, very glad to be part of it. Here's hoping I don't fuck up halfway through and end up getting fired. That's one of the bigger ones I wanted to get out there. I am going to try and coincide my Wii On reviews with articles as well. So my next Wii On review is going to be Infamous Second Sons. The reason I haven't done the Wii On review of this video yet is for 2 reasons. For one big reason actually, sorry. And that is, I haven't had time. I do apologise, but I've actually been rather busy right now with some stuff for the Commonwealth Games and also university. So I haven't had time to sit down and film my Wii On review of this. But I will try and get this done this week. And also I'm going to write an article, I'm going to write up a review of this game as well. I don't think the article will be up for another maybe week or two, because it's only an article a week that gets published. But I want to get the article written for this and the Wii On so I can have them roughly. So if you don't want to see my video of it, you can check out the article of it. I'm doing that with all my Wii Ons from now on, so I can at least have something to do with that. So that's going to come hopefully by the end of the week. I do apologise it hasn't been. I am going to try and maybe add a bit more fancy stuff to it, maybe use some gameplay clips and all that, but I'm not too sure right now. Also, regarding Infamous Second Sons, it's been announced that supposedly the a PS4 patch to allow you to turn off the HDCP, which is the high definition copyright protection thing that's on the PS4, will be coming out at the end of April. If that does, I am going to stream Infamous Second Sons because I have completed the game on the good side, but I haven't done the evil side yet, and I kind of want to try it out to see how good it is, or how evil it is. And I want to do that with you. Now, I have tried streaming for the PS4. I don't like it. I don't like the interface. It's pretty shitty, unfortunately. They need to fix that. But I am going to try and stream this once the HDTPC comes out. It allows you to turn it off. So the evil side will be played through on this, and hopefully you will join me for that. No date on that just yet, though. As is, I've got exams between the 28th and the 6th, so it'll probably, I'm going to say probably the 7th I'll try and do it, depending on what day that is. Now comes to the major update that I want to run by you, clan. For those who don't know, I've been trying pretty much everything I can to turn this YouTube thing into something. I enjoy making these videos, and I'm never going to... As long as I enjoy doing these videos, I will keep doing them. There's no ifs, buts, or whats about it. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy doing the reviews. I enjoy doing the silly videos. I enjoy doing Dragon Age D&D. I enjoy doing these videos. And I've had time to do these videos because I don't have a job. I'm unemployed at the moment, which is a sad thing. I wish I did have a job that paid decent money. And I'm at university. Now, with just university, I can work alongside my university schedule and my YouTube schedule to try and make videos and have at least a wee bit of money from my university to live off of. However, that's coming to an end. My university technically has finished. I just have my exams left. And once my exams are done, I only have one more payment left from my student loan, which I have to make last me. So... not going to be easy. I don't get a fuck ton of money, but I get a decent amount. Most of it will be going into a savings account. I've been saving up money, so I'm not going to be broke, but I will not be able to get as many games as I would like in the future. I'm keeping money by to get a new graphics card for my PC, and also the one game I want this year, which is Dragon Age Inquisition. That is the one game I'm keeping money away from, keeping money in the back burner from, that I'm not going to touch until it comes out. And also Watch Dogs next month is going to be the last game that I will be able to get on release day. After that, I am going to have to wait for the price to come down, because I cannot financially afford that until I find a full-time job, which in this current job market is highly unlikely. I have been trying to find different ways. I've been applying for jobs, part-time, full-time, working in chippies, which is a chip shop for those who don't know, working in restaurants, bars, retail. I've been applying for jobs left, right and centre, and I haven't had it, and it's a nightmare. Anyone in the job market who's looking right now knows that it's a nightmare to find work, any kind of work, in most fields, because you require experience, and they won't give you experience because you can't get a job. And I've been looking into different ways. So once I do find a job, that's going to actually eat up time for YouTube, which means I actually might not be able to do YouTube as often as I'd like. Now, until I find a job, I can still do YouTube. I do have a Commonwealth volunteer work that I'm doing during the summer, so I am covered, even though technically it's slave labour. Not technically, I'm volunteering. I'm not getting paid for it, if anyone's wondering. It's a good bit experience, they said. But I won't be earning any money. The only thing that earns me money is this YouTube thing, which doesn't earn me a lot, sadly. I wish it did, but it doesn't. I know some people out there think I earn... I've actually had someone say, oh, you must earn a decent amount of money, you get a couple hundred views. I'm like, I wish. I wish a couple hundred views earned you enough to make this into a job, but it doesn't. I'm lucky if I get 30 quid every month. So I have been looking into different ways to... As it is, a couple people have sent me messages over the past year saying, don't stop doing this. We love your videos. Keep doing them. Keep doing them. Keep doing them. Keep doing them. I've had so many kind words sent to me from people on the channel, and also my friends, of course, who have said, you need to keep doing this. I've had a lot of people say to me, you need to do more D&D. You need to do more of this. You need to do more of that. When the actual fact is, I can't justify doing it. I need a job. If you don't know, I live with my mum, so I don't have the house to myself, so I have to schedule when I do these videos. Like right now my family's still watching a film, so I have to be kind of quiet. So I don't have my own place, and I'm very restricted to what I can do. Dragon Age D&D is something that I can do with the family in the house, because I say to them I'm going to be playing D&D, so I might be a bit loud. I do apologise for that. But things like Let's Plays, streams, I can't do them as often as I can only do them when my family's either out of the house or one of them's in the house, and I say to them, hey, I'm going to be a bit loud, I'm going to be doing some stuff, just let you know. But most of the time, I have to wait for them to get out of the house. I have a goal to hopefully have my own place by the end of this year, but I doubt that's going to happen. So, I have looked into, some people have sent me to some sites to say, oh, maybe if you use this site, and one of those sites to be able to turn this into a career that would allow your subscribers to support you. And before you click off the video and give me an angry video, let me explain. The site is called Patreon, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce it, .com. Patreon, I pronounce it Patreon.com, and it's a site in which content creators like myself, more talented content creators in my opinion, like Smooth McGroove, Archie and Gaia, Matt Lees, and various other YouTubers, including Gerard, the completionist. They use this site, and it's a site where writers, musicians, YouTubers, and various other places, various other types of content creators can set up a page in which their subscribers can support them. And what this is it is a monthly donation in which you can donate a minimum of $1, which would all I'd ask for you, to give to your content, for example, to myself, a month, and that money would go towards the channel. It's an option, and some of you have says you would do it. I asked this a few months back. I actually do have a Patreon page set up, but it hasn't been activated. I haven't changed it to a content creator page, which would allow people to donate to me. I haven't set that up yet, because it's literally like maybe 2 or 3 clicks away from being active, and I haven't done that. It's been up for 2 months because I don't feel right doing it, because I want to earn this. I want to be able to do this and work hard, but I want to make it a full-time thing. I really, really do. And what this Patreon page would allow is that, as it says, it would allow, if you want, it's completely optional to donate a $1 minimum or an amount you deem worthy to this channel a month, to me a month, and that money would go to the channel. It would go straight to the channel to buy games, buy equipment, licenses, and possibly even find my own place. And that is what that will be. That is what. Now, Patreon does have a stipulation in which I have to reward people who support my Patreon page, and that's one of the major things that stopped me from setting up. But actually, it's one of the minor things. The major thing that's stopping me setting up is going, I feel like I'm begging, and I don't want to be begging. But what I don't like giving people exclusive stuff. I really, really don't. I don't like saying, oh, if you give me $1, you get to see my videos a day in advance. I don't like that. So right now I'm still debating over it, and I would like your opinion, clan. I would like use to say if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I will leave the site a link to the Patreon website, not my one, but you can have a perusal of the site, the terms and services, all that if you want, to see if it's an idea that you like. And I need to know that if I did set this up, how many of you would actually support it? How many of you would be willing to donate $1 a month to support this channel? Because I'm not going to set it up if nobody does it. And if I do set it up and nobody sends money, I'm like, okay, I might as well just take it down. That was a waste of time. I will have to put some effort into the Patreon page, and I will need things, but also I would need suggestions. I would like your suggestions of what kind of things I could reward Patreon supporters. Like, what do you think would be a fair thing to give people who would support it? I'm having trouble right now thinking about it. One thing was maybe you could be like when I'm playing games like FTL or XCOM or that kind of thing, I could name the troopers or the crew members, use the Patreon supporters to name them, or maybe I could do a D&D kind of thing. I don't know. I honestly do not know what I could do, and I would need your suggestions. Now, I'm not going to set this up if I don't feel comfortable, and I honestly don't feel comfortable doing it, but I would like the clan's opinion on it. Do you think it's a good idea, and what kind of exclusive things do you think this is for you? From people who would support and people who wouldn't support would be fair enough. No exclusive stuff. I'm not going to say, oh, if you support me, you get this or that, you get here or that, or blah blah blah. Or sorry about that, I had to pop off for a minute to visit something. I edited it. I didn't see the point in cutting the video, so that's all I really need. I need to know what sounds fair to you, clan. What sounds fair to you to get as a reward for being a patron. That's the way I really need that. And of course, if enough of you say do it, I will do it. I have a PayPal donation button that the only reason I have it is because you asked for it. And even though it doesn't get used that often, I say it's completely up to you. It's completely optional. And that's where the Patreon thing would be as well. It would be there. You could do it if you wanted. You wouldn't be forced to do it. Simple as. And I'd need to know what kind of things would you like as rewards if you did become paid Patreons. Another thing that I will, if I do set up, someone's using an angle grinder. I don't know if you can hear that, but fuck it. Okay, I should cut the noise out a little bit. I will also add little stretch goal things. Now, of course, the first thing would be like, I have actually calculated how much this YouTube thing costs me to do. Like, of course, like licenses, edit software, Skype, of course, isn't costs a bit of money if we have the full-way phone call, video calls, and other wee bits and bobs in here that I don't really consider my time money, but it's not a lot of money to make these videos, but it does take time, which is the major thing. And then, of course, I've also done another thing. I've calculated my monthly cost, because some people say that in all honesty, if I could earn enough money a month to support myself, but I wouldn't have to go ask my mum for money, I would do this YouTube as a full-time thing. Can't, unfortunately. So I will add one other stretch goal, which is, I think, I'm being blunt here, which is I'd need to do the dollar conversion thing, but £1,250 to I think it's like 1,350, I'd say, pound. I would need to live comfortably. Like, what was that? I would. Someone's trying to break in. I would need to earn £1,300 a month off of YouTube to turn this to not have to get a job and be able to support myself. Because with that money, if I could guarantee that a month, I would use that money to get my own place, get internet, and I'm fine. Like, I could get my own place, feed myself, and YouTube. If I could earn that a month, I would be able to do this full time. As simple as. And I'm not asking a single person to donate that. I'm not. So if I do set up a Patreon page, $1 from each subscriber would basically make me be able to do this full time. That'll happen though, because I don't get that many views either. So that's my main question to you out there right now. Should I activate this Patreon page? How many of you would support it? And also, if you were to support it, how much would you support a month? I'm not asking for like £300-400 a month, it's in 1 to 5. And also, what kind of rewards would you like if you did become Patreons? Now, no exclusive stuff. Simple stuff, simple rewards. Nothing big. Okay, like, I don't know, maybe you get access to the Mass Effect D&D rules set or something. I don't know, I'll think about something. Nothing exclusive, nothing big, just something simple. That would at least say thank you to that. So I think that's where I'm going to end up there. I just need your opinions on it, and I would really like it as quickly as possible. And as I will decide whether or not I set up the Patreon page completely on yous, clan. Yous will decide whether or not this happens or not. And as it is, I need to know. Because as it is, if I do set it up, it's something I would need to set up. I could set up. And I need to know. So I think I will end this video here. Thank you all, clan, for your support. Thank you all for everything you've done for me. I really, really do appreciate it. And here's hoping that, well, here's to the future, whatever it may bring. And can't wait to see your input. And I think I'll end the video there. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92. I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now. Mwah.